What up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Go ahead and check. Yeah, we're good to go. What up? What up? So we finally got Scroll coming on the 22nd. So what we're gonna be doing today is reviewing some of the information about it. Um, Not looking super good, but to be honest, lately this is what we have been getting when it comes to airdrops. So whatever comes with it, obviously I'm gonna be taking it. So starting first, distribution. We have dates. We have the snapshot, which it will be on October 19. So that means if you still have some funds there, you can still continue to earn some marks towards your airdrop and some more information. So let's go ahead and start with the first one here. So distribution, we got 15% for airdrops and 7% will be for the first airdrop. So that is the only thing that we're getting, 7%. Kind of small, to be honest. I was actually expecting it to be maybe 10 or 12%, something within that range, but unfortunately, no, it is not. Uh, let's see, waiting for you in Crypto Sangat. Me too, me too. Tomorrow is the date. Minimum marks to qualify for the airdrop. I don't know, but if I would guess, probably above 50 or 100. I joined Crypto Sangat. Well, didn't join. We're just gonna do a live stream together. Uh, is the internet okay? Well, let me know. Let me know if everything is running smoothly or not, so I can double check. I think it is. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2 to 3% here and there. So it is not going to be a great distribution. We have 35% for the ecosystem and growth, 10% for Scroll Foundation, that is the usual. Scroll contributors 23% and investors 17%. So that is the info that we got. Now, scroll for the token launch. We have the name, which is SCR. Total supply is 1 billion with a B. And then we have the snapshot date on October 19. So again, which is kind of crazy. This is the first time I think I'm seeing an airdrop to come up with that type of information. Like you either say it at first or not just a few days before the airdrop. For me, it doesn't make sense because now you're giving people the opportunity with a lot of money to just put in maybe $10 million for a few days into something like Mitosis, maybe Ambient. They're going to gather as many points or marks as possible, and then they're going to be making a pretty decent amount of profit. So obviously for us, it doesn't really matter. If you're playing Scroll with 1, 2, 5, 10K, a few days, it is not going to really change a lot of things, unfortunately, for you. But hey, at least you know that the snapshot is not taken yet. So if you still have some money, leave it there until we receive the airdrop, which is on the 22nd. So that means we have 18, 14 days. And then we have airdrop claiming, so and also the token. So TGE is on the 22nd. Oh my bad. Okay, so October is on the 19th, so we have 11 days, and then the airdrop is on the 22nd. That's when we're gonna get our token. It will be available on Binance because there's also a launch pool on Binance, and if you want to sell it, basically you can probably just send it to your Binance account and then claim it. I'm sorry, and then sell it. Now, what I really don't like is this. Look at this. I really like this tweet right here. So 5.5% for 2 days on Binance Launch Pool, and then 7% for 2 days of farming this freaking airdrop. 2 years of farming this freaking airdrop. Which is crazy because on Scroll, I did the testnet, I participated for mainnet, I have many badges. I have added a pretty decent amount of liquidity. I have the NFTs. What is the name? Genesis NFT. I have deployed some contract. I've done many things, and we're gonna be receiving just 7% for 2 years of farming, and then 5.5% is for Binance Lunchpool, which is again kind of nuts. And we all know who's going to be making a crazy amount of money from this. Obviously, it is Binance because they are holding the biggest amount of BNB. And for you to participate, you will need some BNB to stake, and you're going to be receiving an airdrop based on that. Now, you guys can participate if you want to. I have done Binance Lunchpool in the past, and it is not really that good unless you have a crazy amount of money. So yeah, when it comes to this, hey, I don't know, man. I don't know how much it is going to be. Kind of crazy, to be honest. Initial supply, I don't know why we're not getting that information here. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. Binance has more information than this, which is kind of nuts. Let's see. Is there a blog somewhere? Let's see. So initial supply is 190 million tokens, which is 19%, and 5.5% is for Binance. So we're left with 13.5, and then the airdrop is 7%, which is nothing. That's nothing. Let's see, airdrop 15%, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's really no information here. Let's see, Binance launch. Here it is. Cool. All right. So total supply 1 billion, launch pool 5.5, initial supply is 190 million. Hourly cap, so basically you can log some BNB or FUSD if you want to, so you can receive a small portion. Now, if you're already holding some BNB, obviously go ahead and test it out if you're holding, but I don't really recommend purchasing some BNB just to do this. You're not going to be receiving anything, to be honest. And also the price of Binance, most likely after the airdrop of Scroll, it will probably just go down in price or in valuation, because right now people are just purchasing just to participate on this. So yeah, in terms of pricing, let's see, let's do some comparison. Crypto rank, maybe the one that we could do a comparison is ZK Sync, which currently it is $468 million market cap, FDV at 2.68. So as usual, the price will open at a really high price, and then it will just go down like rock in just a few minutes. So 190 million, if you multiply that by 1, that would be 190 million dollars in market cap. So if we do 190 by 3, 570 by 2, 380. So more or less, I think it will be between the ranges of $2 or $4 per token on a good day, I think. But then we definitely don't know what we're going to be receiving when it comes to the airdrop. Foolish move turning the snap on the day. What the fuck is this? Punishing long-term users. Yeah, I know. Just wait until Justin Sun adds $1 billion into it, and you know what is going to happen. Just like EtherFi, I think he did that same thing. Oh, this is not working. I guess there is a lot of people checking that thing today. Yeah, not working. Scroll stats is not working. I guess everybody's checking their stats and their marks. So last time that I checked, I think there was around 770 million marks. more or less, and around 50% they got less than 50 marks. So if they remove these people, then the airdrop can be a little bit better, but still, it is not going to be that massive. So we could probably do some math. Let's say if it is per mark, we could do, let's say 100 and, sorry, 100 and, it would be 70 million, right? 70 million divided into, let's say, 400 million marks. If it is linear, and if they remove somewhere around 50%, 40% of airdrop participant, it could be around 0.17 per mark. So if you have 1,000, that would be 175. You multiply that between the prices of $1 up to maybe $4, more or less that is the airdrop that you can get. Now, if they use some type of multipliers, let's say some badges, when you started using Scroll, if you participated, I don't think there is a reward for testnet, unfortunately. But maybe for the NFT, the Genesis one, maybe there is an allocation, but still, even if there is an allocation, I don't think it is going to be that massive. Maybe just 10 tokens more, something like that. It is not going to be that massive. Yeah, I thought that Tycho was bad, but Scroll is right there. Right there. Keep doing canvas or not? Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Unless it is super cheap. If it is something that you can get cheap, but from my understanding and from the canvas, from the badges that I have got, most of them you usually get, you usually spend something like maybe $2, you know, between taking one transaction, supplying some funds, so on and so forth, swapping, etc. So I don't think it makes sense if you're gonna be spending like $2 to $3 on each badges just to be spending, I don't know, maybe $30, $50 over the next few days just to not get more than that. So nah, I wouldn't. At least myself, I'm not doing it. If you want to, go ahead and do it. I'm still supplying some funds. I still have some funds on Mitosis. I still have some funds on Room Markets and also Ambient and a little bit on Aave. That's it. But once I get the airdrop, I'm just gonna remove everything and move to the next one. I'm not part of the Scroll, thank God. I just put on Binance on Spool 50 BNB. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Again, I don't expect you to do a lot of money from this, but hey, if you already have your BNB, put it to work. Put it to work. Any update on Linea? Man, Linea, I don't think we're gonna be receiving Linea anytime soon. It doesn't look like at all, unfortunately. I am banned from using Binance. Is there any other way for me to receive the Scroll airdrop? You're not going to be receiving the airdrop on Binance. Your airdrop is going to be on chain. So the wallet that you have been using, you will be able to claim it on chain in your wallet. Binance is just an option for you to send it to your CX if you want to sell it with the biggest amount of liquidity, because sometimes if you're swapping on a DEX, you might get burned from maybe a sandwich attack or slippage or anything like that. So for me, whenever I do get a big airdrop, something above maybe $1,000, I usually just send it to Binance if that is available, so I don't get burned. I have said it before. On the mode airdrop, I lost around $1,000 because I wanted to swap on chain as quickly as possible and I got burned. So that's why now I try to, whenever my airdrop is around 900, 1,000 or even bigger than that, I just send it to a chain, to a CX, if it is available, obviously. But most likely there will be more options than Binance. I think so. There should be. Maybe BitGet, Gate.io, and many others. Few airdrop. I don't know. I'm not participating. I did the testnet, but since I saw that it was just based on liquidity, I really didn't want to participate on Fuel. Grass, any update? That is another one that I didn't participate. It didn't. And I think that one is pretty small. The airdrop looks like it is going to be just pennies. Unless you have a lot of uh, referrals, but I didn't participate for grass. Great to see you. Great to see you. Active here and active on Discord as usual. So yeah, that's what we got for scroll. To be honest, hey, I already have my expectation kind of low when it comes to airdrops these days. I'm just providing liquidity because I have some money that I can do and I can use. So if I get something out of it, cool. If I don't stress it out anymore. Just add some liquidity. So once I'm done, I'm just gonna remove my funds and see what we have available in terms of maybe another project. Maybe mitosis looks pretty interesting. Um, I'm not super excited when it comes to other L2s, but knowing myself, I'm probably gonna get involved with more L2s in the future. So yeah, that Rocky Rabbit airdrop was very underwhelming. There's a new set of stats. I don't understand how to participate. Yo, I participated for Rocky Rabbit. I think I got something like 10 to 20 bucks. Still to this day, I haven't sold my tokens. I got it and I was like, nah, I don't care. And I haven't opened anything on Ton ecosystem since then. View on Sonic Airdrop. It looks interesting. It might be okay because I don't think there is a lot of people participating for it. I am not. I'm one of those. I am not. But it might be good if you have been doing it for some time, or if you have enough time, like free time, to participate. For sure, go ahead and do it because I don't think it is that expensive to participate, from what I have heard. Um, and also, I think there is some hype behind Sonic. So if you can get some tokens for free and hold it, yeah. What about Gitcoin Passport? Yo, Gitcoin Passport, this is the biggest freaking scam since, I don't know, since 2008. Because not once I think a project have used Gitcoin Passport for an airdrop. So it was a total scam. I spent like 50 bucks getting verified, doing KYC, showing all my information, and not even once. I'm still waiting for that thing to be used. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. And they're not going to be using it for a scroll. Nah. Most likely what they're going to be using is if you're using multiple wallets, and most of the time if you have 1, 2 to 3 wallets, you should be good. If your transaction looks kind of like a bot, like taking swap back and forth like a madman, but if you're providing some liquidity, you should be good. I think so. So yeah, if you're providing liquidity, if you're active on multiple chain, if your wallet age is old enough, probably you're good. And obviously, if you have enough marks, you have enough badges, yeah, you should be good. Well, today is obviously not the day to start, but you should be good. If you have some liquidity parked, just leave it for some time and you should be good. Myself, I'm not gonna remove them until the 19th or even the 22nd. I just want to make sure that I'm eligible, that I'm receiving my airdrop, and once I'm done, I can remove all my funds. What airdrop can we expect this month? So for this month, we have obviously Scroll. We also have Cook, which is the LSP liquid staking protocol for Mento. So METH, Mento ETH. That is ending today. The campaign is ending today, if I'm not mistaken, or tomorrow. And the airdrop should be shortly after. So, yeah. That is another one that I'm not expecting a crazy amount of money, but it was quite simple for me to just add a few Ethereum into it, gather some points, and also I was doing Dolomite at the same time and also Agni. So for me, it was worth it because I was able to farm 3 projects with the same amount of money. So that is another one. Maybe we get some information about Hyperliquid this month, but I don't think the airdrop is going to be this month. This is one of the airdrop that I'm still super excited about, and also the token. That is one token that I really, really want to hold. I don't think I'm gonna be selling my Hyperliquid token, or if I do, I might sell it or try to sell it at the top and then purchase back on the way down. But that is one airdrop that I'm super excited about. Can you explain why too much L2 for ETH? Can you explain why too much L2 for ETH? Too much L is not good. Not sure what you're asking. Can I explain why too many L2s are bad for Ethereum? Not sure. Did you participate at all for grass? No, I didn't at all. I have 336 mark and I am active, but I don't provide liquidity. I don't have funds to get the ZK sync because of that. Well, if you already have 336 marks, try to get some funds and add it into an LP. Or for simplicity, you could use something like mitosis, so you don't need to create a range. Look for maybe $100, $200, whatever you can get, and add it into mitosis. Once the snapshot is done, or once you receive your airdrop, you can then remove your funds. It is not going to hurt, right? Just add some funds into mitosis, and then once it is done, you can remove your funds, just so you can be safe. And hopefully that can help. Carve is coming on the 10. Heard that, but that is another one that I also skipped. It was kind of weird for me. Calculation with those total mark and 1.5 of the VN allocation score marks likely worth 0.13 or 0.14 cents. Yeah, should be around that range. On a good day, maybe 30 cents, depending. Maybe. So yeah. Scroll cooked in. Well, the thing with scroll is that we still have the S curse, and it looks like it is still going on, unfortunately. For scroll money rise, what is your expectation for scroll? Oh, you mean how much money I can make from scroll? I don't know. I am kind of expecting maybe 0.3 per mark. So if you have 1,000, maybe $300. Yeah, someone within that range, I think around 30 cents per mark, if you can catch the top. Now, if you're holding for long term, I don't know. I don't really scroll. I don't really see scroll as a project for long term. Unfortunately, it is not that good in comparison. It is not bad, but it is not that great in comparison. Like, if I have to put it in comparison to things like maybe Optimism, maybe Arbitrum, there's nothing really that good on scroll. So I would just rather skip it. I hope they make everyone with less than 200 marks eligible. Everyone who uses scroll should be above. Yeah, I think so. I think so. If you took enough transactions from last year and then you added some liquidity, you should definitely be above 400. I'm not gonna say they need to ban everybody below 200. I don't want to get canceled, but yeah, I know that they're gonna be banning some people. Maybe below 50, below 100, I think, and they might add some other requirements. Maybe when you started, as usual. So if you just started maybe 1 or 2 months ago, maybe you will not be receiving another job or something like that. Yeah, scroll is a really bad L2. Like, there is really nothing fun about it. It is super expensive in comparison to others. It is not that fast. There is no projects there that I could say are amazing. Like, there is really no project actually. There's not even one that I can say, oh, I enjoy using that project and it is on Scroll. No. Most projects that are on Scroll that are good, they're already multi-chain. Yeah, you got 3.5K marks just for a transaction. Damn, that's a lot of transactions. That's a shitload of fees burned. Hopefully you can make your money back. I hope so. So yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. In the meantime, once I get my airdrop, again, cashing out, not interested in holding right away. If someone from Score is watching this, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna dump my tokens and purchase something else for the long term, not a project that I'm super interested in. And also, I'm not gonna participate for the second airdrop. Saying how it is, how the first airdrop is, obviously, I'm not gonna participate for the second airdrop. Most likely, no. I don't think so. Let me see something. Okay, 96. Aptos. I don't think we're gonna be receiving the airdrop anytime soon, and that is if we're gonna be receiving it. Um, I don't think so. I still have some money parked there. I have some Aptos for the long term, but I'm not really doing anything on Aptos. I have some money on Amnes, on Aries, and that's it. And also Aptin, but that is a really small project, and I think I have like maybe $100 in Aptin. It is really small project. So maybe there is a second airdrop. There is a lot of tokens still allocated for a second airdrop, and we haven't seen any. So I'm guessing that maybe by the end of this year or maybe next year, just to push the price up, they might come up with some type of airdrop or maybe some quest so the price can go up. But yeah, I've been waiting for the Aptos airdrop for years now. The bridge will be shit too. Yeah, I'm really expecting that to be. Oh, that is actually in just a few days. That is on the 17. Yeah. If you have some tokens, make sure that you claim your D-Bridge tokens because I think you need to do it 2 days before the launch pool, and that is not launch pool, LFG. And that is on the 15. So make sure to claim your tokens. You have the option to claim on a CX, which I did. And yeah, and double check all your wallets because I had many wallets with 500, 1,000, because that is what I was using for bridging from Solana to EVM. So make sure to double check. You got a free 3K. Oh yeah, LayerZero was just freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Yeah. At least if you guys can push at least maybe 1 or 2 transactions per week, because it is super cheap. Even if you don't need to bridge, go ahead and bridge something like $50, $100, whatever it is, and it will cost you like 6 cents. So still, go ahead and do it because I'm pretty sure the other airdrop is going to be good. Maybe not as good at this one, but still. Well, actually, it can be even better. If the price is higher for ZRO, it might be even better. And I think I saw somewhere that it might be in June for next year, so we still have enough time. But just continue to push more transaction. Yeah, LayerZero will have another airdrop. That's what I read. Around June. You can participate in the Aptos governance voting. They have over 100 proposals. Yeah, that is an option also. I think you need to stake 10 Aptos for that. My guy, what's up? Zamina mina, Let's see if we can find something else on Scroll. From Square to McDonald's. Yep. Is this on coaching? Yeah. Why are the Binance pools in BNB and FUSD? Those tokens don't even exist on Scroll. Yep. Huh, okay. So we have some valuation here. So Scroll FDV at 500. I think it should open above a billion. I think it should because it is a chain that is pretty active. I don't really see it opening below 1 billion, but hey, anything can happen in crypto. But let's say it is 500 million. Total marks 800. So that would be the price per mark. All right, so at 1.5, 13. All right, but I don't think 800 million marks is what is going to be used because again they still need to remove maybe 30% of active users or active users. At 2 billion 17, yeah, again my range is anywhere between 20 cents up to maybe 30 cents per mark is what I'm guessing. Fluffy is on a unicorn right now. What do you think about the pre-market price? I haven't checked, but we can. What is the name? Wells Market. Let's see if we can get some info. Scroll 1.35 and 1.35 was what here? So okay. Oh yeah, $1.35 billion in FDV. Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it can definitely. Because again, I'm just using the comparison with all the tokens that we have right now. ZK Sync is at 2.68, and that is after the airdrop, after the crash. So Scroll can definitely open above 1 billion. At least that's what I'm expecting. Between 1 to 2 billion. I do think so. Then obviously it will crash to zero. For Aptos, there is really no specific guide. For Aptos, just try to be organic. Bridge some funds, stake with a validator. I think the minimum is 10, so that would be 80 bucks, which is not that expensive. And then purchase a little bit more and stake it with a protocol. So for example, right now I'm using Amnes and also Ares. So you can stake on Amnes and then you restake on Ares. I do have a video, just look for it. Just type DeFi Chronicles Aptos and you will see it. But super easy. So 80 bucks with a validator and then purchase something like $100 more, stake it on Amnes, and then you can restake the liquid version of Aptos, which is APT, Amnes Aptos on Ares. So you're gonna be participating for the second airdrop. That is if we get a second airdrop for Aptos, also for Amnes, and also for Ares. Yeah, then you're good. You're good. You can maybe purchase some NFTs, which is something that I don't do because most of the time they don't really qualify for anything, like 95%, 90% of the time. And also, you're going to be losing a shit ton of money. Like most of the time, if you purchase an NFT, it is just because of hype that there is another airdrop. So you're going to be purchasing something super expensive and then you're not going to be able to sell it at the same price. Probably like 80% cheaper. So it is not something that I do. Do you agree with the 5% launch pool on Binance? To be honest, no. I think it is kind of crazy. I am okay if they are giving an airdrop of maybe 15% and then 5% to the Binance launch pool. But it is 5.5%. So it is almost the same freaking amount of the airdrop that we are receiving just for 2 days on Binance. And then we have 7% for us, which we have been participating for years now. Years. The first time that I used Scroll, it was on a test net, and that was back in 2022, I think it was. 20. Yeah, it should be 2022, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm pretty sure Justin will participate. Yeah. I mean, with that kind of money, I would definitely do the same. Just put in maybe $10 million, $100 million to something that is kind of safe, like Mitosis, like Ambient, and then, dude, you're good to go. If you can make $1 million in just 2 days, 10 days, hey, obviously I would do the same. So I'm not hating on Justin Sun. I'm hating on Scroll because they are giving these people the opportunity to make that type of money. So chat from Zamina, shout out to Fluffy. Thank you, Zamina. Shout out to Fluffy. My marks are 4.5. Not bad. Not bad. That means you are within the top 1%. So you should definitely receive something. Not bad at all. So you're good to go. Mm-mm. Market. Let's see if that is working now. Do I need to add my wallet address? I don't want to. I don't want to connect my wallet. Is there a way to just see it? What if I remove this? Nah, doesn't look like. Nope, I'm not gonna be connecting my wallet. I'm good. The Omnis and Aries airdrop. Yeah, Omnis currently, I think they are doing the incentive campaign, and it should be number 9 or number 10. They're definitely taking forever, and trust me, they will continue until things looks better. So it is either by the end of this year, so maybe in a few months, or next year. But obviously, they're making a ton of money from their liquid staking Aptos. Still waiting on Arbiter. Yeah, keep waiting. Keep waiting. Yeah, for sure. You're gonna be receiving that. For sure. Keep waiting. Cook price prediction. I just got 340 powders rank on leaderboard. The way that I'm calculating cook is on. So let's see if I can show you guys the amount, how I'm basically calculating cook. So I'm pretty sure that cook should open with an FDV of 500 or 1 billion. And that is because of the TVO that they have right now. I think TVO should be around $2 billion. So obviously they have a pretty good TVO to start with an FDV at maybe 500 million, 1 billion. So if you do the math, I think the airdrop for staking ETH is 5%, right? So if we do 500 million by 5%, that would be somewhere between 25, more or less, that amount. So let's just use 35 million. So here's how I do it. So 35 million, and then I multiply it by my percentage. So I think right now I have 0.0029%. So more or less, we could say that is my airdrop. Now we can also slash it because I'm gonna be receiving half, which is 2.5%, and then the other 2.5% it is vested for 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. So this could be the airdrop. Now, if you say that this is too much, then you can drop it back down to maybe 15, then 25, or whatever the amount that you want to play with. But this is how I am calculating it. I should also receive a small allocation for staking mental tokens. So other than this allocation, I should receive a little bit more. But yeah, I think that's how you can do the math. But per token, I don't know. I don't know how much it is going to be. But I'm pretty sure valuation should be around 500 to 1 billion. I hope so. What about the badges? I think we're going to be receiving some marks per badge. At least that was the information that we got last time. So I don't know if you guys remember, there was the first badge that we got, which the price was around $1. We were going to receive 1 mark for that badge. So maybe it is going to be the same for the other badges, maybe a mark per badge or something like that, or depending on how easy or how hard it is to get, we might get some more, but I don't think so because it is anybody can just launch a badge on Scroll. So I don't think it is going to be per difficulty. It might be just per amount. So maybe 1 mark per badge or nothing. Max, are you farming until October 19? Yes, yes. I'm leaving my funds until October 19. Yeah, I'm not gonna be removing it. I don't want to risk my airdrop. Even if it is $50, I don't want to risk my airdrop. I'm gonna leave it until October 19. Actually, I'm gonna leave it until October 22nd until I get my airdrop. I sell my airdrop, and then once I'm done, I'm gonna jump into Scroll and remove everything, every single freaking cent from Scroll. Airdrop snapshot date 19, token launch date on the 22nd. Yeah, that's true. Yes, sir. Yes. That is when we're going to be receiving the airdrop. What about Linea? Again, I don't know. I don't know. Linea and MarginFi, you can put it in the same basket. Maybe for the next cycle. Do you think it is better to sell pre-market? Because I will do it. Pre-market price, which is at 135. Maybe. Maybe, yeah. It is not a super expensive price. You could try. What you could do is maybe do 50-50. So whatever you're already planning to do on pre-market, maybe do half just to be safe. Obviously, it is a risky play because at that price it is only 1.35 billion dollars FDV. So it is not really a crazy price, to be honest. But yeah, you can do it. 1.65 on BitGet. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. At that price, for sure. Why not? Why not? Allocate some. You never know. Most of the time, the prices on BitGet are true. So do it. And then obviously we know that the price will crash right away. So yeah, why not? But don't go crazy. I know that usually you like to put in like $50,000. Don't go crazy. Use something like 5K, 1K. So just in case it doesn't work, you're not going to be losing a crazy amount of money. Let me see that. BitGet pre-market. Let's see. Scroll. It is at, okay, 160 right now. So it looks like there is some people betting. It was at 184. All right. Do you guys know if it is available on Evo? Because if it is, that is one place that I'm definitely using to short it, just like I did with Sharp. So if it is available on Evo, yeah, that is one place that we can do to short it and also make some profit. Again, as usual, you just don't go crazy, but just for fun, we might end up making some money out of it. Total volume, not bad. 500K. No, total volume is at 792. 1.60. All right. Cool. You already did the score marks to SCR ratio. Yes, more or less, yes, I did. So it should be, if it is linear and also if they're removing around 40% of the users, which they should, most of the time they remove at least 30%. So I think it was 0.17 per mark. Yeah, 0.17. You're farming super farm. I did for some time, but remove my funds. I feel like it is taking forever to do the airdrop, but it is quite good. Like, it is decent. There is really nothing for you to do. If you have some funds that you're not planning to use, yeah, for sure you can do it. And also it is triggering some hyperlane transactions. So yeah, it is okay. Just at the moment, I just feel like they're taking forever to do the airdrop. So I just wanted to move my funds into something else. So I basically remove my funds, add it into Scroll, also into Enzen, and also Good Chain. What's up, 8 Ball? Never late. Never late. Actually, yes. I'm almost ending this. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you have any questions, any doubts, or anything else you would like me to review before we go. We've been doing this for 48 minutes. I'm hungry as fuck right now. But yeah, so far, not good. Not so far so good. So far, not good. That's what we got, right? At least we know that we end up using multiple projects. So hopefully, just because we did the scroll, we might get another job on mitosis. Real markets, I don't think it is going to be an amazing job, but still, my rank there is pretty good. I think I am maybe 2,000 or something like that, so not bad. What other project we use for scroll? Obviously, we use some bridges, mitosis ambient. Unless you're using a crazy amount of money, you're not going to be receiving a good airdrop, because points are super, super hard to get on ambient. Yeah. For layer swap, what is layer swap? Layer swap is the one with a, like, a purple logo. Yeah, layer swap. That's a really good bridge, to be honest. I've been using it for years now. But I'm not really expecting an airdrop. It doesn't look like they're gonna have an airdrop. I don't know. It is not really giving me that vibe, but I have used it many times. It is quite good because you can also send some funds to your CEX and everything else. It is good. It is a good option, but it is not something that I'm actively farming. Now, if you just need to bridge some funds, you can definitely take maybe one or two transactions here and there, and see if you can get an airdrop. As usual, if what I actually do is, from all the bridges that I farm on a monthly basis, now I just try to maybe push one or two transactions. So on my list is not really layer swap. I've used it for many months before we had better options. Back then I only had layer swap, and then after that we had orbiter. So I had to use both. But now we have jumper, we have relay, which is pretty good for sending funds to Ethereum or remove funds from Ethereum. Bungee, which is okay, but that is another one that they have taken forever to do an airdrop, and now they got something new. Bungee balls, something like that. I don't know. It looks like they have a partnership with Diddy, so you can connect, and then you're gonna get some balls. That is sponsored by Diddy. SingSwap. Forget about that one also. Forget about that one. I was actually expecting to get the SingSwap airdrop right after ZK Sync, because my understanding was if they do the ZK Sync airdrop, then that is the right time for you to do the airdrop. But hey, I'm still waiting for SingSwap. We haven't seen nothing. MarginFi is another one. I also removed my funds from MarginFi. I had some faith that I was going to receive the airdrop. I had like $90 left on a monthly basis. I was just removing. And then maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago, I decided to remove all my funds. So I have $0 on MarginFi. They can go and fuck themselves. And what's crazy is maybe that is what they're going to be using as a requirement for us to receive the airdrop. So whenever they decide to do the airdrop, maybe next year they're going to come up with some crazy requirement that you needed to be staking 50, $100 for, I don't know, 12 months. And then I know I'm not going to be receiving the airdrop. It doesn't really matter. I don't care, because looking at the Camino airdrop, which was a total BS, doesn't really matter. I can use that $80, $90 into something else. So definitely skipping it. What will you say for Kinza? Oh, my dear friends at Kinza. I don't know. I got banned from their Twitter. From their Discord. Yeah. It really doesn't look like we're gonna have an airdrop with this thing anytime soon. And by the time they do an airdrop, it is getting so much hate that the token will be worth nothing. So that is the main issue. Back then, everybody loved Kinza. It was really great. But then they decided to change things. And then every time that you ask for the airdrop, you get banned on Discord. So yeah, doesn't look good. I have a lot of USDC on margin. Final stable pays like 30% interest more often than not. Lowest I see is 9%. Well, not bad. Hey, if you're making money out of it, that's good. That's a good option. For me, I don't really stake funds unless it is something very specific. So if you're making some money out of it, for sure, continue to stake. I've seen APRs or APYs, their interests are pretty good. They're decent. But when it comes to the airdrop, that is the trash part. Find a work around the Pith VPN block for staking. I don't know. Not myself. Maybe somebody else can answer that. What you could maybe do is maybe change the browser that you're using, and then connect the VPN before opening the browser. So if you're using Chrome and it is giving you issues, maybe try downloading something else. Vivaldi, Opera, Edge, whatever it is, to see if it is a browser. Because I've had that issue, not with Pith, but with others, that I had to switch. So maybe that's the issue. And keep switching your location also. So yeah, for Kinza, I don't know. I think someone in their group said it might be for Q4, but again, we don't know. I don't trust Kinza anymore. So I don't know. I have maybe like $40 in Kinza that I haven't removed just because I'm lazy. Do you know some good Solana airdrops we can farm? At the moment, I think the only Solana airdrop that I'm doing is Meteora, and that is because I've been making some pretty good amount of money by providing LP there. Um, my previous live stream it was about Meteora, but the main issue with Meteor is that you're not going to be receiving the airdrop anytime soon. Like, if you want to make some money quick, it is not going to happen. The airdrop is not this year. It is going to be next year, and we don't have a clear date. Now, if you do learn how to provide some liquidity, you can make some money, um, and then you get an airdrop in the future. Yeah. But I think that is the only thing that I'm using on Solana that is tokenless, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there is some other project like Sol Layer that you can stake some Solana, but I'm not really into that. I would rather just hold my tokens. Tor browser brave with private Tor, not VPN. Oh, bunk. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I don't know what's the issue. Base airdrop. There is no base airdrop. I don't think there will be an airdrop for base. That's myself. I don't think there will be an airdrop. But if you want to participate for an airdrop for base, I think the easiest way for you to do it is just to be organic, use some projects there, and also provide liquidity. Like, look for a really good platform that is available on base and just leave your liquidity. Maybe $200. And then if they choose to do an airdrop, most of the time that is one of the requirements for you to receive an airdrop or a multiplier. So use it a few times a month, few trades here and there. There's actually a pretty good platform on base, which is Aventus. And if you stake some funds there, you take some trades, you can be within the top 5K in maybe 2 weeks or something like that. So that is an option. Do you do movement testnet? No, I am not doing it. I wanted to start, but I've seen like 450,000 quest and task to be taken on movement, so I am not. It is not something that I really want to do. I hate doing testnet, and more if I need to be doing like 100,000 tasks. Now it looks good if they do mainnet and there is an option for me to stake some funds, to maybe trade, to participate. Yes, I'm gonna do it, but the testnet, I'm not. I'm not saying you shouldn't though. If you are already doing it, go for it. It is just a set of preference. It is not a project. It is not something that I like to do, doing testnets. Will Arbitrum do another airdrop? I don't think so. Highly doubt it. Highly, highly, highly doubt it. And also Arbitrum is, I think it is the L2 that is the most active, if I'm not mistaken. So even if they do an airdrop, it is going to be pennies now because there are so many people on Arbitrum. It is super, super active. So yeah, you're not going to be receiving anything from Arbitrum. So I wouldn't really care about it. Okay, all right. Well, if that's the case, but also I just feel like I am too late to the party to start using it for movement. Oh, price is dropping on scroll. $1.35. It is still at the same price. All right. So, guys, thank you for joining. Peace out. I'm leaving. Got any more info about scroll? As usual, we'll do another video or just talk about it in the group or Twitter. And that would be it. Polygon ZK EVM is done. I don't know. I think I participated for Polygon ZK EVM, but that is another airdrop that I'm not really expecting because there is no token for Polygon ZK EVM. They're going to be using the same token. So almost, I think 98%, 99% circulation is already out. So where they're going to be getting the token for the airdrop? Like, I don't really see a profitable airdrop coming from Polygon ZK EVM. It is also super expensive to use. It is slow. It is not that good. So nah, skip it. Lens airdrop. That's another one that you can probably bury. I don't think there will be an airdrop in the future for Lens. Either way, guys, gotta go. Peace out. Talk to you later.